Happy Monday. Let's get after it. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash K, back with an NBA PrizePicks video. If you don't have that PrizePicks account, you want to follow along, use that promo code CashK and get yourself that 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. I thought we had the sweep yesterday. It really did. LeBron James cleared his easily. Klay Thompson crushed his in the first half. And then I thought very easily we're going to get this. Brandon Prizepicks had 9 rebounds and assists the first half. I thought easily going to clear this 10.5. Then he proceeds in the second half to have 1, and we hook at 10. So didn't get the sweep. I thought the plays were right on, and we should have the sweep there, but that's how it goes. 2-1, 4-2 over the last 2 videos. I got 3 plays for you today. Small 4-game slate, not a big slate for a Monday, which is kind of odd. But I got 3 plays that we will talk about. We'll jump right on them. And again, we're going to use outlier.bet if you want to check them out. You get a free 7-day trial. We'll jump right into them, bring up some plays, kind of show you a little bit. Let's dive in. All right, PrizePicks desktop is up here. Again, we're going to talk about 3 plays, and I'm going to pull up outlier.bet to show you the 3 plays and how I got on them. Again, they're a partner of ours, and they are a great tool to use in conjunction with our Daily Edge Sports tools. And I'm going to show you 3 tools that I pulled from them, and we're just going to dive right into it. So first one we're going to look at here, there's a couple ways I think you could go with this, but Vince Williams going up against Brooklyn. It's a spot that I do like with him. Again, come back from the All-Star break, gets Clippers, just put up 9 there. But before that, he was doing really well points-wise. As you can see, he's cleared this number in 9 of his last 10 games. Again, that Clippers game, seeing good minutes here. Again, they have a ton of injuries here. As you can tell over here in the injuries tab, no Desmond Bane, Morant's out, Scottie Pippen Jr. is even out. So the minutes are going to be there for him. And in that game against the Clippers, only saw 6 shots. He does get to the line a lot. If you saw this game against Houston, got to the line 12 times. Didn't get to the line against the Clippers. And again, it's a spot against Brooklyn. If we kind of look at the matchup-wise here, they're 23rd in the NBA giving up points allowed at almost 25 a game to the point guard position. And he runs the ball a ton in his hands here in the starting lineup here. And the starting lineup that they usually run out here, Jaren Jackson, Vince Williams, Aldama, and then they'll run Zaire Williams and Luke Kennard. So Williams had the ball in his hand a ton. He probably played the most minutes on the team, and I do like the 11.5 points. And Pinnacle has this line at -148, so you're getting good value here across the board. Again, using this outlier.bet, you get all this free 7-day trial. I will put the link in the description below. But that's the first play we're going with. I was also looking at his assist as well, but the odds are not there for him. Again, he's got the ball in his hand a ton. As you can tell with all these guys out, he is clearing this number at 6.5. I think if you were going to run something you like assists, I'd run points and assist with him. Again, he's cleared this number in 9 of those 10 games. So that's the one I would kind of look at. But if you look at Brooklyn point guard position, they're not giving up a ton of assists to the point guard. It's more towards points. But if you were going to run the assist and you're kind of looking at it, and people, love to click the last 5 and kind of see what he's been doing, and they're like, well, he's cleared it in the last 5 games. Again, I would feel way more comfortable if you're going to run that points and assist with him instead of points. And there it is, 18.5. That's when I would run. But I'm going to run points first. It's a small slate, so I might run a little bit of both. But that's where I'm kind of looking at for play number 1 here. We're going to go Vince Williams Jr., more than 11.5 points. Second one we're going to look at here, we're going to go over to Ausar Thompson. Now, I know I brought him up 2 days ago, and he chalked us. I completely understand this. He got into foul trouble pretty hard that game. If we kind of look at the last 10 games here, rebounds. And I'm looking at rebounds, and I'm looking at points are the 2 I'm looking at. Now, he doesn't shoot a ton. If you look at points-wise here, at the 9.5, he's cleared this in 4 of his last 5 games. Again, he got in a bad foul trouble hill against Orlando early. They are ranked 22nd, giving up points allowed. Defense New York's defense is great, but he should still see with the shipping of some of these guys out, starting in that starting lineup again, with no Bojan and those guys. They got pushed over to the Knicks. He should see good minutes here against the Knicks. It's just, I'm thinking around that 30-minute mark. If he doesn't get into foul trouble, 30 to 32 minutes, it should see out of him. If you want to take points, again, he hit 4 for 4 that game. Should see double-digit shots. But where I think I'm going to look at him the most, and where the play I'm going to talk about is the rebounds. Pinnacle odds on this is -149 on the over here. He has played the Knicks once this year, put up 7 rebounds back on October 30th, and he only saw, 13 minutes that game. If he stays out of foul trouble here, I think it's a spot where he can get to this number. With all those guys getting traded out, again, there's no Isaiah Stewart. He's still out with that suspension that he had. So there should be, again, plenty of opportunities for him to get the boards, and it's just a spot that he just needs to stay on the floor here. So if he gets that 30 to 32 minutes, I think he could clear this pretty easily. If you want to go points, that's the other one I would look for him. Again, I kind of mentioned that as well. He almost cleared this against Orlando in foul trouble, only playing 20 minutes. So I like the points and I like the rebounds. I'll probably mix and match both of them. And that's kind of where I'm looking for Ausar Thompson, is points and rebounds here for him. So that's what we're going to look here on I'm going to pull up, and I'll put rebounds up on this. That's where the Pinnacle odds are looking the highest. But again, I have no problem if you want to run points. Being a small slate like this, I'll probably run each of them. The last one we're going to look at here makes me the most nervous, to be honest with you. He doesn't like to keep his hands to himself either. Is this Jaylen Duren? When he's out there, he crushes, right? And, going up against the Knicks, you always worry about this as well. They're double-digit dogs on the road going to New York. If he plays, Hartenstein hasn't been playing a ton of minutes with his injury, so he could see a lot of Sims here as well. But I'm going to go rebounds here. I'm going to look at rebounds. This is where I'm going to kind of lean at for him, kind of pull him up and look at him. -145 at Pinnacle for more than 10.5 rebounds. New York doesn't give up a ton of rebounds, but he has played them once this year. Back on November 30th, he put up 12 rebounds. Again, no Isaiah Stewart out there. Should help him, minutes-wise. If he can get around this 32 to 35 minutes and he plays a ton of minutes like this and the game can stay somewhat close, I think he can get there. He sucks up a ton of rebounds. I know Hartenstein's a pretty good rebounder himself, but Jaylen Duren, hits a ton of boards. So this one makes me the most nervous. Again, a small 4-game slate like this. This is kind of what we have to work with, and I'm going to go 10.5 rebounds with him, and I'm going to go more than that for the last play that we do have. So if I had to rank these 3 plays, I would rank them exactly like this. Vince Williams, more than 11.5 points. Ausar Thompson, more than 5.5 rebounds, or 9.5 points, depending on what you want to go. And then we got Jaylen Duren, more than 10.5 rebounds. Again, small slate like this, use your bankroll accordingly. And again, if you want access to outlier.bet, you can check them out. Free 7-day trial. Again, link is in the description below. And check it out. And like always, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.